Right, hi everyone, and welcome back to Warren's Team Talk. Thank you very much for joining me. And before we do anything else, I just want to give a quick apology. And the reason I want to apologise is because I at short notice I had to change the time of this video. I was going to do it at 3:30, but then something's happened earlier, and I've had to change it to 3:30. So sorry about that, guys. But anyway, I hope that you're going to enjoy it. What we're going to do today is we're going to review the Premier League games that were played at the weekend for match day 25 of the FA Premier League. So we'll be getting into that in a few minutes. But before we do that, please can I ask you to make sure you put a like on the video. Please can I ask you to make sure that you share it around with as many different people as you possibly can. And as it says in there, that will help make sure that this world is a better place. And also, everyone, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. That would be really, really helpful. And also, there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. If you click on that, it will make sure that you always get notified when I upload a new video. So, we've got a chat in already, and it's from Taib. Hi, Taib. How you doing, mate? I hope that you're well. Let me just get this rocking and rolling. Yeah, that's better. There you go. Yeah, I hope you're all right, mate, and doing okay. Nice to see you. Thanks very much for coming in. So as I was saying, we're going to review match day 25 of the Premier League. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching it on playback if that's why you're doing it. I do really appreciate every single one of you, so thanks very much. And let's get into it. Excuse me, sorry. So let's get into it. Right, before we do, don't forget everyone, the petition, it's still there. It's still waiting for signatures. So please get in there, put your signature on it, and help us show Arsenal Football Club that we don't want Mikel Arteta being given a new contract. Mind you, I don't want any of them being given a new contract. I want the whole bloody lot of them gone. But anyway, that's a different story. So let's get started. So the fixtures this weekend, so on Saturday lunchtime, saw Manchester United play Southampton, and then the 3:00 kickoffs were Brentford against Crystal Palace, Everton against Leeds, Watford against Brighton, and then at 5:30 we saw Norwich play Manchester City, and then the 2:00 kickoffs were Burnley against Liverpool, Newcastle against Aston Villa, Tottenham against Wolves, and then finally the 4:30 kickoff was Leicester against West Ham. Now, there's only 9 fixtures there. There should have been a 10th one, which should have been Arsenal against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, but that game never took place because Chelsea were involved in the Club World Cup final, so they were unable to play the game. So that's why that game's not, why there's not a 10th fixture. So fair play to them that they managed to get into that fixture. Pity that Arsenal weren't, but still, never mind. That's another story. As I said, I can't see us being involved with anything like that for a long time, that's for sure. So this was the Premier League table on the 12th of February, which I believe was, so it was Saturday. This was after the game on Saturday lunchtime between Manchester United and Southampton. As you can see, Man City was sitting top. They were 9 points clear of Liverpool in second. Chelsea were third. And then it was West Ham in fourth, Manchester United in fifth, Arsenal in sixth, Tottenham were in seventh, and Wolves were in eighth. And the bottom three was populated by Norwich City, Watford, and Burnley. And Taib says, Warren, how's your day, mate? Yeah, mine's all right, man. It's fine. Nothing dramatic. Just a few personal things going on, so that's why I had to change the time of the video. So I'm sorry about that. I hope it hasn't caused too much inconvenience for everyone. I hope your day's been all right, buddy. And then the first game, the 12:30 kickoff, it ended in a 1-1 draw between Manchester United and Southampton. Jadon Sancho scored after 21 minutes, and then shortly after the second half restarted, Shay Adams grabbed an equaliser for the Saints. So the match stats for this game: Man United had 12 shots, 8 of which were on target. They had 53% possession, made 469 passes, and had a pass accuracy of 81%, whereas Southampton had 13 shots, 4 on target, 47% possession, made 430 passes, and a pass accuracy of 80%. Brentford and Crystal Palace, they drew 0-0. And Brentford had 9 shots, 2 on target. They had 42% possession, 377 passes, and a pass accuracy of 68%. Palace, on the other hand, had 6 shots, 3 on target. They had 58% possession, 504 passes were made, and their pass accuracy was 77%. It wasn't a great game, I don't think. We covered it in Matchday Live, and there didn't seem to be that much drama in this game, that's for sure. Everton, on the other hand, continued their form under Frank Lampard, the new Everton manager in the league. They dispatched Everton by 3-0. And it was a fairly comfortable win as far as I can see. They got scored. Their goals came from Coleman in the 10th minute, Keane in the 23rd minute, and Gordon in the 78th minute. So, yeah, like I say, I think it was a fairly comfortable win for them. They had 21 shots, 10 were on target, 41% possession, 344 passes, and a pass accuracy of 74%. Leeds, on the other hand, they had 7 shots, and they didn't manage to get 1 on target, which is a bit of a concern, I would imagine, if you were the Leeds manager. They had 59% possession, 467 passes, and an 80% pass accuracy. Watford against Brighton. Watford's worrying form continued at home to Brighton. They lost by 2-0. Goals came for Brighton from Neil Maupay in the 44th minute and Webster in the 83rd minute to give them a comfortable 2-0 victory. The match stats in this one: Watford had 9 shots, 1 was on target. They had 35% possession, 315 passes, and 68% pass accuracy. Brighton, on the other hand, had 11 shots, 6 on target. They had 65% possession, made 592 passes with a pass accuracy of 79%. And then Norwich played Manchester City at Carrow Road, and Manchester City destroyed Norwich, to be quite honest. It was 4-0. I thought it'd be a lot harder for them, to be honest. I thought Norwich would give them a much sterner test than they did, particularly as Norwich's form had seemed to seemingly improved in recent weeks, but it didn't really turn out that way. Raheem Sterling scored a hat-trick. He scored goals in the 31st minute, 70th minute, and the 90th minute, and Phil Foden got the other one in the 48th minute. So a very comfortable victory there for Manchester City. In fact, it was quite comprehensive, really. The match stats in this one: Norwich had 8 shots, 3 on target, so they did quite well with their shot to shot conversion rate. They had 28% possession, which isn't surprising when you're playing up against Man City, I guess. They made 281 passes with a pass accuracy of 75%. Manchester City, on the other hand, had 22 shots, 9 were on target. They had 72% possession, 707 passes, and a pass accuracy of 90%, which is similar stats to what Manchester City posted against Arsenal when they played them at the Etihad and they won 5-0. So all in all, Norwich probably did not too shabbily in that game, really, but the scoreline seems to say that they struggled. So there you go. Burnley against Liverpool at Turf Moor. Burnley lost by 1-0, a game where Liverpool apparently rolled up their sleeves, dug in and got the victory, which gave Jurgen Klopp a lot of pleasure. They won by 1-0. A goal came from Fabinho in the 40th minute, so I'm sure Jurgen would be very happy with that. Burnley had 8 shots, 5 were on target. They had 32% possession, made 303 passes, and they had a pass accuracy of 65%. Liverpool, on the other hand, now they had 12 shots, 4 of which were on target. They had 68% possession. They made 643 passes and had a pass accuracy of 82%. Newcastle played Aston Villa. They won by 1-0. The goal was scored by Kieran Trippier in the 35th minute. So the Eddie Howe revolution continues to gather pace. They're now out of the relegation zone, I believe. So, yeah, things look like they're on the up for the Geordies at the moment. So the match stats for this one, Newcastle had 10 shots, but only 2 on target. They had a possession rate of 37%. They made 249 passes, had 67% pass accuracy. Villa, on the other hand, had 11 shots, only 1 on target, possession of 63%, 424 passes, and a pass accuracy of 76%. Now, the Tottenham played Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Tottenham Stadium, and they lost by 2-0 thanks to goals from Jimenez in the 6th minute and then Donka in the 18th minute. So, I've heard a lot of reports about Antonio Conte saying that a lot of pundits saying that they think he's bitten off more than he could chew with this one. Let's see what happens come this time next season and whether he's even still there, because a lot of people are predicting that he's going to walk out. Because they're saying that he underestimated what a big job it was going to be to turn Tottenham around, but that's not my problem. To be honest with you, I think they're lucky to have him. I would have loved to have him at Arsenal, but it's not my problem really. I can't say that I'm that bothered about what happens with them. The match stats, Tottenham had 17 shots, 7 were on target. They had 59% possession, made 572 passes, and had 83% pass accuracy. Wolves, on the other hand, had 11 shots, 7 of which were on target. They had 41% possession, made 412 passes, with a pass accuracy of 75%. So, Wolves bounced back after their defeat to Arsenal the previous Thursday, so they'll be very happy about that. And there's been a lot of talk about Wolves launching a bid for Champions League football. And I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility that they could do it, to be quite honest. Craig Malloy's here. Hi, Craig. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks very much for coming. We're on. Good afternoon. Did you hear that Josh said that he can't connect with the fans? What is he talking about? Mate, if he wants to connect with the fans, all he needs to do is contact one of the YouTubers. Maybe, Lee Gunner's often said that he'd be happy to have him on the channel and talk to the fans. I don't get it. I think it's more that he doesn't want to connect with the fans. I just think that's bollocks, mate, to be quite honest. If he wanted to, he could. Certainly, I haven't had any emails from him, and I hazard a guess that you probably haven't either, Craig. I mean, what a load of utter shite. I mean, yeah, and that's got me fuming. It really has. I didn't know. I hadn't heard that, and that's really pissed me off, to be quite honest. Yeah, I don't know what you think about it, but I just think it's bollocks, mate, to be quite honest. Excuse my language, but that guy really angers me. Because I think he's holding the club back, and I think he's actively trying to stop Arsenal from achieving what they're capable of. Him and all the rest of the management team, Vinay, Edu, Arteta, Richard Garlick, also known as Big Dick. I just don't think they're interested at all. Leicester against West Ham. The game ended in a 2-2 draw. West Ham took the lead through Bowen in the 10th minute. Then Leicester struck back through a penalty on the stroke half time to make it 1-1. And then Barbosa Pereira scored in the 57th minute to give Leicester a 2-1 lead before Dawson equalised in the first minute of injury time at the end of the game to mean that the game ended in a 2-2 draw. Now, the stats for this one, Leicester had 13 shots. They had 2 shots on target. They had 56% possession, made 550 passes, had a pass accuracy of 82%. West Ham had 8 shots, 3 on target, had 44% possession, made 433 passes, and pass accuracy of 79%. So after all those games, the league table looked like this. Not much change really from what it was before the game started, to be quite honest. Manchester City stayed 9 points clear of Liverpool. Liverpool do have a game in hand though. Chelsea 7 points behind Liverpool, having played the same amount of games. West Ham are 6 points behind Chelsea, although they've played one game more. Manchester United are a point behind West Ham, but have a game in hand. Arsenal are 2 games in hand on Manchester United and 3 on West Ham, but have 39 points. Wolves played 1 game more than Arsenal and are 2 points behind Arsenal. Tottenham are in 8th. They have 3 points less than Arsenal and have played the same amount of games. And then in the bottom 3, we've got Norwich, Watford and Burnley. And there's now a 4-point gap between the bottom 3 and the rest. So it's looking a bit precarious, though, for those sides. And poor Norwich, bless them. One of my best mates is a Norwich fan. And they had Man City this last week, and now they've got to play Anfield this week. Jesus Christ. Honestly, it's just mad, isn't it? Yeah, so it's not looking great, I have to say, for those sides. So the predictions game, let's see what happened with that. So this was my predictions for that match day 25. I predicted that Manchester United and Southampton would end in a 2-2 draw. It did end in a draw, but it was a 1-1 draw. I said that Palace would win 2-1 at Brentford, but it ended 0-0. Everton against Leeds, I said, would end in a 1-1 draw, and Everton ran out 3-0 winners. Watford against Brighton, I said that Brighton would win 2-0, and Brighton did win 2-0. Norwich, I said, would lose 3-1 at home to Manchester City, and they lost 4-0. And Craig's in again. I can't connect to these owners. We got no targets. So which direction is Arsenal going? Warren, I can't connect to the owners. Right, mate, I completely understand what you're saying. I completely agree with you. I don't think we have got any targets, and I think we're just aimlessly floating about. Let me describe it like this. When I look at Arsenal, I see a ship that's in the middle of the ocean, has got no sails, no rudders, and it's just bobbing up and down on top of the waves, and it's just going round and round and round. That's what I see. And I don't know if you've watched my video that I did, I think it was on Sunday. I said, Arsenal, where do we go now? Mate, I don't believe that we're going anywhere. We're going to achieve anything all the time we've got these owners. I really don't, because I don't think that they want Champions League football. I don't think they want to achieve success at the highest level, because they know that it's going to, with this self-sustaining model we've got at the moment, I think that they realise that it's not going to be possible for Arsenal to fund the rebuild that they need to do. In order for us to be successful at the highest level and compete at the highest level, it's going to take more investment than can be generated through the self-sustaining model. And I don't think the Cronkies want to do that. So that's why I think that they're not interested in getting us in the getting us to that level. Jack Sparrow settings. Exactly, mate. Jack Sparrow's perfect. Yeah, Jack Sparrow SC. That's what we are. We are. And go and have a look at my video. I know it goes on. I go on a bit. It's about 2 hours. But if you've got a spare 2 hours, have a watch of it, because I laid it all out about what I think about what it's all about. And the edited highlights are that everything that's happened since they've become owners, if you look at it through the filter of the fact that they don't want to get Champions League football or compete at the highest level, then it all makes sense, because otherwise it doesn't. It just completely doesn't. If that was an owner who desperately wanted to succeed, wanted the club to succeed, you'd have to ask serious questions about their judgment. But if you look at it through that filter that they don't want to be successful, then it all makes perfect sense to me. I saw it, mate, says Craig Malloy. I was in the chat. That was the day I subscribed to your channel. Thank you very much, Craig. The trouble is I can never remember who's in my chat and who isn't. But thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so it is. It's an absolute madness. I just can't fucking bear it, mate. It does my head in. It really does. I just think we need concerted effort to get the whole lot of them out, because I think it's going to be a massive battle, and I don't think we're going to get them out quickly. I think it's going to be a real hard slog to get them out, and it's going to take a lot of heartache and fighting. But I think the prize is worth it, because if we get them out and get a proper owner, I think we'll start moving. I really do. And get this fucking clown of a manager out, that all of them. I just can't understand. I can understand it because of that filter I was talking about, but the club is going nowhere, and it's just bobbing around in the middle of an ocean, around and around and around. It's got no direction, and it's just like Jack Sparrow's compass, Jack Sparrow's magic compass. So yeah, that was my predictions for the first set of fixtures. The next lot, I said Burnley would lose 2-0 at home to Liverpool, and they lost 1-0. Newcastle against Aston Villa, I said it would be a 1-1 draw, and Newcastle won by 1-0. Tottenham against Wolves, I said it would be a 1-1 draw, and Tottenham lost by 2-0. And then Leicester against West Ham, I said that West Ham would win 2-1, and the game ended in a 2-2 draw, which was a bit of a surprise to me, to be quite honest. But there you go. So let's have a look at the table as it stands at present. All these people are people that are involved in the Warren's Team Talk channel. Leading the way at the moment with a gap of 20 points is Jimmy D. He's got 132 points. Mick, my Norwich supporting buddy, he's on 112. There's me, I'm third. I'm on 112 as well. So I managed to win this week's predictions and pulled that some of the gap between me and Mick. Dan Evans, he's on 15, but he's only just recently started playing. And then Jamie H, I haven't heard anything from him in a while, and he's got 8 points. So there you go. Looks like, it's going to go down to the wire at this rate. So just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, there is a petition available. The link for it is in the description of this video. Just click on the link and it will take you to it, and you can sign it and show your displeasure to Arsenal Football Club about the fact that they're considering giving Mikel Arteta a new contract. Craig Malloy says, Warren, our midfielders like bagel. There's nothing in the middle. Mate, there is nothing in the middle. We are so wafer thin. I was saying to one of my mates about it the other night. Look, the problem is we're in a situation where, with our injury record and our disciplinary record, we're going to get to a point where we're going to not be able to fulfill fixtures because of the fact we ain't got enough players. Either that, or we're going to have to throw a load of kids in the team. We'll have to put 14 and 15-year-olds into the team. It's just an absolute madness, and that's all down to that fucking clown on the screen for allowing players to leave the club and not get any replacements. It's just crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It's a madness. But that's what happens when you have owners who don't care about the club and don't want success. And big up to the Gooner Claude Trust. Gooner Claude Trust, for those of you who don't know, is a trust that was set up for Claude from AFTV, who sadly died at the beginning of last year. And it aims to give disadvantaged kids the opportunity to go to football matches at the Emirates Stadium. So a very worthwhile charity. There's a link for that in the description as well. So go and check that out. And then there's all these other YouTube channels. There's the Old Skool Gunner, Arsenal Alex, Drawn by Dre, the Aussie Gooner, Diesel Arsenal, and Del Boy Gunner TV. All of them are really excellent channels. All Arsenal channels as well. I'm going to try and put some other ones on here as well that I like, because there's a few other ones that aren't Arsenal ones that I really like. So I'm probably going to do another page just of those, because there's some really, really good ones out there, believe you me. But anyway, links for all these channels are in the video description. Go and check them out because they are superb, let me tell you. And you will not be disappointed if you go and check them out and subscribe to them, let me tell you. And Craig says, we must not excuse or accept mediocrity. A team has to be built with purpose to win. Absolutely, mate. Otherwise, what's the point? If you're going to go... I remember George Graham said once, right, the famous George Graham, he said, if you're going to go into a competition, win it. What more can you say? I mean, that's it. That's the aim, isn't it? If you're going to go in a competition, you want to try and win it. You're not going in it just for the sake of it. Otherwise, what is the point? It's just crazy. And I will never accept mediocrity. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But there seems to be a large section of our supporters who are happy to accept it. And the club certainly do as well. So it's a bloody marriage made in heaven as far as I can see. But I ain't putting up with it. I can tell you that now. So that was my review for match day 25. Please put your comments about the matches, what you thought about them. I'd be interested to hear what you've got to say about the games and what you thought about any of the incidents that happened, and who you think is going to win the title, who you think is going to qualify for the Champions League, Europa League, Europa Conference League, and who you think is going to end up getting relegated, stuff like that. That'd be really interesting to hear. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much to Craig Malloy and also to Taib Hussain for coming in and joining me today. I really appreciate your support, and I want to give a big up as well to all those people who are watching this on playback. Thanks very much for all your support. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'll be back. What day is it today? Yeah, Tuesday. So I'll be back again on Thursday because I'm going to do a preview for the upcoming weekend's match day fixtures. And then on Saturday, I'll be doing my match day live show, where match day live is when I sit and cover all the 3 o'clock kickoffs up and down the country, focusing mainly on the Premier League. And I'll tell you about all the action as it happens. So if there's a goal at one game, I'll tell you about that. Or, we have a chat about football while it's going on as well, which is always great fun. And just follow all the drama as it happens and up and down the country. And it's usually really, really exciting. So, look out for that. Probably get started about 20 to 3 because there's a lot of 3 o'clock kickoffs this upcoming weekend. But thanks very much for watching, everyone. Please remember to stay safe and look after yourselves and all your loved ones, family and friends. And also, please remember to share some love and kindness around the world. And that includes hitting the like button on this video. Also, if you haven't done it already, please remember to subscribe to my channel. And also, please don't forget to share the content around as well. That would be really, really helpful too. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll look forward to seeing you all really soon. Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, Craig. That's very much appreciated. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, I'll see you all. If I don't see you before, I'll see you all on Thursday. Take care, everyone, and thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.